hello, and hello to all of my Scorpios. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. We are preparing for this full moon. It's a full moon coming up. It'll be fully illuminated on the 3rd of July, so let's get ready. Main thing I want you all to know, Scorpios, is to protect your energy. That is first and foremost, right? Full moon energy can bring out the werewolves, all around you. And if you don't know how to nurture yourself, and you don't know what sets you apart from every other Scorpio on the planet, and you got all these dream downloads and these feelings about things and not knowing where to put it, it can literally exhaust or drain somebody, so protect your energy first and foremost, right? So let's get into it. We have a full buck moon coming up. So right now you may be feeling the moon in Sagittarius. You'll hear some people say the moon is in Capricorn. Some people will say it's in Sagittarius. It's because the moon wanes. And so it's moving from one zodiac sign to the next. That's why your feelings, your emotions, subconscious habits, in 1 minute you feel one way, the next minute you feel something else, right? Because of that moon, we're born into a world of phases and cycles, right? And so as that moon is waning and waxing, you're feeling all kinds of feelings. But when the moon is at its peak illumination, full moon, it gives you an opportunity to decide what you want to part ways with emotionally and then move on, so that you can land on the bright side of the moon. Let's get into your reading. I'm talking to you if you have Scorpio anywhere in your chart. Something from your past is trying to resurface, something that was overwhelming, some kind of feelings that was kind of overwhelming. But somebody's definitely going through a rebirth. And so whatever these two energies that are trying to resurface, it could be the energy of fear and doubt or uncertainty or feelings that are made poor decisions or whatever those feelings are that are trying to resurface from your past. Source is saying you're super sensitive because you're going through a rebirth. So allow those emotions to come to the surface, and so that you can purge those emotions so that you don't wear yourself out. That's another reason why it's so very important to know what your purpose is. Know what your purpose is, so that when life is starting to drain you and you're being pulled into something. You could have had a dream the night before that you woke up and you were like, oh my God, I feel like I need to go back to sleep and do a do-over. Or you having some thoughts that's like, why in the world am I thinking about that in particular? That's draining for me. Source is teaching you how to flush all those things out. So I do see you moving towards financial independence. I do see where somebody feels like either a new and exuberant love is coming across your path. But somebody's going to feel like the weight has been lifted when you take the blindfolds off and look up and say, oh, woo, I just woke up. That person is not next to me. Or woo, I woke up and I'm no longer in that job or that position anymore. I'm in something brand new. Woo, I woke up from something. So the bottom line is not to wear yourself out. Try to protect your energy and stay as far as you can away from any negative thoughts. Remember, we're not robots. You have feelings, you have emotions, you have moods, all of those wonderful things. But if you let those negative emotions sit in your water, it can be it can be quite toxic when people are coming to you for your emotions about things, and it does more damage than anything. It can ruin your job. It can ruin your love life. If every time people are talking to you, it comes across as judgmental, or it comes across as like harsh judgment. It comes across as a know-it-all, or I'm not budging on certain things. So the moon in Sagittarius is about learning how to adapt, like inspiring you to adapt, taking some kind of action to adapt. That moon in Capricorn is about being real serious about creating some kind of structure in your life. So we're feeling the effects of both of them. So here we have the Emperor card. Somebody could be cutting ties with an Aries for good. It could be somebody's Aries mom, some feelings from your past are resurfacing, and somebody has a feeling. So somebody has a feeling that they have been cut out of your life. It could be a lot of things. Somebody could be deciding that, excuse me, you could have had a dream or some kind of download about something where you're still trying to connect the dots. And something from not feeling nurtured. Like, for instance, let me look at, let's say if somebody didn't feel nurtured growing up, because your sacral chakra is developed between the ages of 8 and 14, and you didn't feel nurtured in your romantic relationship or nurtured in your friendships, that's where the tie is. Because remember, Pluto, one of your ruling planets, is retrograde right now, and it's bringing all the unhealthy and wounded emotions to the surface. And so that you don't get confused about why you're thinking about an ex, that's where it's coming up. Is if you did not feel nurtured in that relationship, maybe you didn't know at the time what nurtures your spirit, because you didn't know what sets you apart from other Sagittarius. A lot of people are just learning how to pull their birth chart. And by the way, the link is below if you want to pull a free birth chart to see what sets you apart from all other Scorpios. But somebody may have been looking for other people to save them, but sources like you already had the answers inside of you. So as people are learning what sets them apart, that's why you'll see some people will move on from you when they feel like they don't feel nurtured in a relationship from you. They may come across at first as needy, or a person who is clingy. But really what they're saying is that I'm not going to waste my time in a relationship if I don't feel nurtured. And then the same thing as you learn your moon sign, we're talking about moon, we learn your moon sign and what mothers or what nurtures you, and you just know. You'll just know. Because and if you don't know, you can first start with a list of things that you don't want in your life, the things where you don't feel nurtured, like possibly somebody cheating on you or lying to you, or their definition of love or trustworthy or humility or whatever is so significantly different from yours. You spend more time arguing about that than you spend time loving, agape, loving each other, right? So Source is teaching somebody how to save themselves. And like I said before, it's okay to now recognize that, hey, I didn't feel nurtured in certain relationships. Now I know exactly what nurtures me, and I can move on from that. I can move on from that feeling of being or feeling overwhelmed. And then too, if certain energies are like resurfaced back in your life, you can tell people clearly, I didn't feel nurtured in that relationship, and they end. Some people may say, well, I mean, I didn't know, and you're supposed to know how to nurture yourself. Yeah, exactly. I do know how to nurture myself. So that's why I'm saying you either don't know, you don't either want to gain access to my universe for what nurtures me. Nurturing could simply mean that when you get stressed out, everybody recognizes that you need time by yourself. And if you got a person that's pushing, pressuring you to talk or to speak up or to process things before you can, that's not nurturing. So if you tell them, hey, when I am going through some things, I need some time away from everybody, and they're like, I need answers, or they're still pressuring you, then guess what? Now they've been aware, they aren't able to nurture you, and that's it, They're not willing to. And so sometimes you can tell that right away. As soon as you pull your birth chart and you start nurturing yourself, Scorpio, I'm telling you, you're going to know right away whether something will work in your life or not. Some people assume people are running at the first sign of trouble. They're not. They just know certain things just don't nurture them. If people are private and you're a gossiper, or vice versa, or if they're a gossiper and you're the one that's private, you know right away. I'm going to spend too much time complaining to that person about, and then they're going to feel like, I can't say anything. I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. You just cut off 20 years of a relationship that just could have been stressful. So somebody is definitely wiser now. And again, you feel like somebody feels, somebody's dreams could become really, really intense right now, and just feeling, certain things. Or like for one of the things too, somebody could have feel cut off without getting a chance to even get to know a person. And then again, that cut off could have took somebody all the way back to the loss of a parent. Maybe your mom transitioned, and I'm not trying to trigger somebody, but somebody could have felt like I didn't have answers. You just ended something before I even got a chance to even figure out what the heck happened. So a lot of things are being tied from our youth to relationships now. Source is saying if it causes that much stress, then it's time to go ahead and purge that and sit down and talk to somebody. Like really sit down and talk to somebody. So, but I do see somebody has decided, hey, I'm moving on from some things, and I'm putting a manhole cover over the past. But what it's done is it's exposed your low vibration emotions about situations, two situations in particular. and the energies could, like I said, tied to people. So those two energies could be like abandonment and rejection or something like that, or it could be some kind of whatever the demons are. Something was exposed within you, and so Source is saying, put a manhole cover over the past, and let's get ready to enjoy this full moon. This full moon. This full moon. Here we have the Page of Cups. So you're definitely on somebody's mind, but God has somebody new coming across your path. Here we have the Knight of Pentacles. God wants you to continue working on yourself, Scorpio. This is very, very nice. And remember, this is your entire universe, right? Entire universe. But yeah, somebody has decided to do a cord cutting ceremony with somebody. Here we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Ten of Cups, we have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and also the Three of Coins. So not only is somebody doing a cord cutting ceremony, somebody is redefining what family means to them. So relatives, family are not the same. You may be related to some people, but again, family could mean whatever your definition of family is, because some people are not related to you, but you see them as family. You know, so somebody is redefining their definition of family. So congratulations to you all, because I do see that coming across your path. And all the time that somebody may have felt like they wasted on something in the past, Source has given all of that back to you. It was just time for you to learn the lesson. So time is relative. You didn't waste any time. You know, you'll be able to defend your decision to move on without coming across as defensive. And it's just something as simple as, I didn't feel nurtured. The end. That just didn't nurture me the way I needed to be nurtured in a relationship. It just wasn't on my frequency. The end, right? Here we have the Ace of Wands, and so somebody's third eye is wide open. Source is cooking up something real nice for you. Here we have the Page of Wands and also the Three of Coins. So everything is lining up perfectly for you. Just keep working hard and investing in yourself. Everything is working out, like lining up perfectly for you, Scorpios. And like I said at the beginning of the reading, protect your energy. Protect your energy. If you see somebody arguing or acting out of control during a full moon, remember, it's the full moon. It's the full moon. It is the full moon energy. So that portal is wide open for you to grow everything that you want. If you want to grow your love life, your money, your whatever it is, you're going to have to part ways with, from energy that's coming up in your spirit, whether it's coming up in a dream or however it's coming up. Tower moments. And people are going through a tower moment. I'm seeing judgment in your favor because you're breaking generational cycles, chains, and curses. Some people are going through a tower moment. Things are not going out very well for them. And so you're at a higher frequency right now, and it could be a Pisces, it could be an Aries that's going through something. It could be a Sagittarius that's going through something right now. But something was definitely a nightmare for somebody, like a Freddy Krueger nightmare. Just like, wow, I got to wake up from this. What the heck? So here we have the Nine of Wands. And so again, for somebody, it was just draining. Like, maybe you weren't in this position right here, but maybe you were in a position where it was just sick to your stomach. I need to get this out of my system. I need to get this out of my system altogether. We have the Two of Wands and also the Eight of Swords. Source is saying to you that this overthinking, moving on from something that's causing you to have those lowest vibrations, is Source is saying cut ties with it. That's not something that you want to reflect on you. Here we have the Two of Wands. You got the whole world in front of you. So somebody is like, you know what? I'm thinking about sailing away from a lot of stuff. I don't even want to be attached to the depth of emotions and stuff. So I see somebody going on vacation, like really taking some time to hit a reset button and think. Kudos and congratulations to you for that, because it is your life, it's your universe, and it's your decision. All right, happy full moon to my Scorpios. Happy full moon to each and every one of you all. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. Do not let people stress you out. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Protect your energy. Use your hands. 53. So somebody could be a card reader. Something you could be doing is using your hands. You could be writing grants. You know, something about using your hands is making money for somebody. And like I said before, stay as far away from low vibrational energies as possible. I say it a lot on my readings, but it keeps coming up in your reading. And Source is saying to you, you've been working really hard to invest in yourself. Just stay away from the energies where you think about, every time I think about energies, I get emotionally drained, upset, frustrated. Stay away from those energies. Here we have Stone Circle, which is 39. In ceremony, you conjure a devotion so deeply it reflects thy worship into itself. Yep. So you've learned lessons from the past of what to stay away from. You don't have to wait until it gets that bad before you say, oh, shoot, here we go again, repeating cycles. You don't have to wait till things get that bad. So humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Yep. Delight in receiving it. Delight in receiving it. You and your loved ones are safe. Yep, you and your loved ones are safe. You have nothing to worry about. Like I said before, somebody could definitely just have some energies that are going through a tower moment, some kind of an awakening, you know, themselves, Scorpio, that, you know, their energy of just feeling, leaving you unprotected, even if invulnerable and unprotected, even if, let's say, for instance, you dated someone who allowed people to talk negatively about, let's say they let their family talk negatively about you, and they never spoke up for you. They never defended you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And you felt that same way in your childhood. That's where the connection is. Again, Pluto being retrograde, bringing all those unhealthy and wounded emotions to the surface, Scorpio. It can tie in directly to a past romantic relationship you were in, and you never connected the dots until you found out what your whole birth chart looks like and what you need to nurture you. Then it's just like a bell went off. Ding. I felt unprotected in, you know, whatever spaces. Even it could be at work. You felt like your manager didn't protect you, and then your manager knew what you were going through and still didn't protect you. So whatever it is, somebody definitely feels like they need some nurturing. And then also be mindful that other people, they have their love language to be nurtured as well. So where is it? Okay, here we have number card. Again, happy full moon, happy full moon, happy full moon. That portal is open. So whatever it is you want to grow, whether it's money, love life, your knowledge, going back to school, whatever it is you want to grow, this is a perfect time to do it. Perfect time to do it. But you got to make room. 1010, I am patient. Keep your thoughts positive and be patient as everything is working out for your highest good. Trust that your angels are working behind the scenes to help you. 1010. Instant manifestation. Your thoughts are very powerful, and so your words. So be very careful about what you speak out of your mouth. When you're saying, I don't have, or I don't this, and don't, you're putting all of that onto the universe. Start speaking what you do have as if you already have it. Speak it into existence. It's very powerful. One last card, and let's close it out. Happy full moon. Happy full moon. The moon is probably like 90-something% illuminated at the time of filming, if it's the first of the month, but it'll be fully illuminated at like 7-something in the morning. And so as the moon continues to wax and wane, it's moving through zodiac signs. And that's why you may hear some people say, no, it's a full moon in this sign. No, it's a full moon in that sign. The moon may be in that sign where they are at the time they saw it, but it could have been in another sign at another time. But anyway, here we have affirmations for energy. I am full of creative ideas. I am alive and well. I am bold. I am healthy, and I am happy. I nourish my body with healthy foods. I hydrate my body with adequate water. My purpose is here and now. Today, I am blessed with an abundance of energy. That's right. Protect your energy. I cannot reiterate that enough. Protect your energy, because it gets wild around full moon. People don't know how to, seriously, protect your energy, Scorpios. That's what I have for you, and I'll see you on Motivational Monday. Bye.